What's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy, Weezy, who's the news right here. I'm gonna address and respond back to the Glizzy. I don't really got time to edit. I'm like very exhausted right now, so I don't really feel like editing or responding or putting like his video and my video next to each other and shit like that, right? But I just wanna address this and address this right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't really give a fuck. Alright, so we bring this shit down. Let me break this shit down, right? Alright, so I ain't never like keep on. I kind of always supported Big TV. This is kind of crazy. So the problem is that I don't pick his side. See, this is the problem. Ain't Glizzy idea of friends or associates or people is people is that dictates or dick rides him. Like he's a big dictator, and all his friends are like cult followers, and everybody has to agree with everything that Ant say. Everybody has to agree with everything Ant do. Or he's just gonna either he gonna cut you off, or he gonna bid about you, or both. You know what I'm saying? That just is what it is, right? Over time, I ain't never really had no issue. And will sometimes go off on me and try to bid on me here and there. And then next minute, don't bid on me and shit like that. He'll bid on me, then don't bid on me. Then be like, I fuck with Hoods and News, and he'll be like, he just bipolar as hell, right? So it started kind of a couple of things, all right? So he says, first and foremost, I'm biased because I don't post nothing good about him. One, Big TV and Barberson TV is nothing good about Big TV and Barberson TV. You know what I'm saying? One of the ways you use to grow your platform, was, how could I break this around? Bidding on people and talking bad about people. So you can't say I'm being biased and only post the bad things about you when you only post bad things. The reason why I do post you, and I'm not gonna stop posting you because I don't like the goofy ass shit you do. I just like be posting you because you're a walking clickbait. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. You go viral every time I post you. You post numbers and this and that third, or whatever. So like not entertain it, but I just like I won't say entertain it, but it's content. So I have to post the content. Now he says, do I post bad things always about him? Now the first thing he always brings up is that why you post all the like why'd you post my chain when it got snatched? But when Davey shit got snatched and Taliban shit got snatched, or whoever shit got snatched or some little situation like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know like 15, probably 20 artists that got their shit snatched has not been announced. You know what I'm saying? You know a few of them because you done an interview with a few of them. I'm just not gonna say who it is because I'm not that type of nigga. But I know for a fact a couple of people, a lot of rappers in the DMV got their shit snatched, and you know it too. You know what I'm saying? But did you post about their situation? No. No. Did you laugh and bid on their situation? Why? Because they were your friends. They were your friends or associates, and they were people that you fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So, did you post on it and put it on Big TV and clown them and laugh them and shit? No, because you actually fuck with them. I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? I not even gonna say I know for a fact, but I know the stories and shit like that. Niggas getting their shit snatched in the DMV, but I'm not gonna put it out there. Now, why did I put Ant and not post everybody else? Because he posted it for himself. That's the difference. He posted it for himself. See, when Ant shit first got snatched, I didn't post it immediately. The whole Glizzy gang sent that shit to me. Not Shy, but like everybody else in Glizzy gang, they sent that shit to me. Oh, what's the name? Chain. I got all his chain. I didn't post it yet. I didn't post nothing yet. I was like, oh yeah, I got you. Oh yeah, I see. Damn, what the fuck happened? It's all going through the internet and shit. Oh yeah, you got your shit snatched. Boom, boom, boom. The first thing I posted, and I specifically remember this post, I posted Ant response to the chain snatching. I never ever posted him initially losing the chain, and then kind of found the chain never got snatched by him. It was somebody that was associated with him and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? He got the chain snatched and shit like that, and his act claim he said he was out of town when this shit happened. Don't believe it, but he said he was out of town because he was just at the house party cooling with everybody. The next minute he had to leave, and then once he left, the chain was gone. I don't know what the fuck really happened, right? So basically, I never posted initially that the chain got snatched. You know what I'm saying? So they started with that. That was one. Two, it'll be like little arguments he'll have with celebrities like the Whack 100s and shit like that. And he'll make it seem like, oh, because I put Whack in the headline, like, oh, I say Whack disrespects and Glizzy, or like something like that. Or Whack, well, one is he's someone that's a known entity in the music industry. He's a well-known person, as well as I got Aunt Glizzy right here. boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And y'all getting into it on Clubhouse, and you just leaning that shit. So I never was in biased in that situation. I can give you another example. I wasn't biased when Cutiful dish you and your mother. And see, and I'm not like you. You talking about fuck my mother, and I know your mother, and fuck your mother and your grandmother and shit. Both my grandmothers on my mother and my father's side did. So, and you disrespecting my family and shit like that. See, I'm not low like you. I don't do petty ass shit like that, right? But back to the story, right? Back to the motherfucking story, right? And how can I break this down? And what I was trying to talk about? I was talking about. I'm having a blur moment real quick. And it was a story. It was a situation that happened. I don't know. I'm blanking out. You know what I'm saying? The point is I'm just not biased. Oh, basically, Cutiful made a diss song. Cutiful made a diss song. Ant made a diss song. Like, I didn't even know Ant made a diss song. I wasn't paying attention to Ant. I ain't really paying no attention. Like the Curious Joe, I didn't curious. So when I looked at the Cutiful joint, I'm like, oh shit. Then I see, oh shit, Ant Glizzy diss Q too. So I'm like, oh shit. Well, I'm gonna take an unbiased approach. Mind you, I don't post dishes. I don't post diss records really for real. Like, either I've gotten paid and sent the money back to rappers because I just don't want to instigate the beef shit. And then next time I gotta fake quote unquote pick a side and some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown as hell, but at the same time, I say Cutiful and Ant Glizzy send diss songs towards each other. I put Ant joint, I put Q joint. Everybody picked the who this song was better and shit, and that's what it was. So I've never always had a bias. Probably, and even if I had an issue with it, I never really been biased towards Ant when it comes blogging. He felt like I'm targeting him because I don't post what he wants me to post of him. Prime example, he was in my comment section. He was in my DMs talking about post the 63rd. And he ain't told me to post it. He sent me the link to the 63rd. I wasn't in my DMs at the time, but I think I maybe I don't know, maybe my staff had probably like left it on scene or some shit like that. Or I didn't see it. I personally didn't see it. But then when I look later in my DMs, I see that he, you know what I'm saying? That he boom, boom, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? He boom, boom, boom. Like, he sent the 63rd disc. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I didn't even entertain that shit, and I was looking at it like, oh shit. Like, the reason why I entertained that shit, because that shit was goofy as shit. You dissing people from a whole nother state or city out somewhere else because, like, you over here on Say Cheese TV talking about some, if Von and Dirk give me a track hawk or give me a bunch of bands and sign me, I'm gonna spin this shit out 63rd. Like, the fuck type of shit is that? And you basically dissing them. Then, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm gonna get back to that because I know the real reason why you was dissing Chicago. You was dissing Chicago. You was dissing the 63rd niggas because of King Yella and what he said about the DC niggas and the feds and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a stereotype about DC niggas in general. In the feds, like they be playing them gay games a little too much and shit like that. It's always been like a stereotype over here and there, and it's true. I mean, true to a degree. It's not like everybody on that type of time. I ain't never been to jail, but I like my right hand man, he did 7 in the feds. It was a couple other little situations, but he said like, yeah, it's a thing, but not everybody on that type of time in the DC car. You know what I'm saying? And it's not every prison. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. So, basically how I could break this down like this, like, I understand what he was coming from. I can understand you could diss King Yella, go on him, keep leaning on him or anybody that's on the side, but you dissing a mother who lost 2 sons, and if you know Mama Duck's story, she lost her daughter, her youngest daughter at 3 years old to a fire, and then she lost 2 sons. She lost 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, and I don't want to bring nobody else's mother in that situation. Imagine if Barbara lost 2 of her 3 kids and you was the only one alive. You know what I'm saying? Like think about that shit. Would you want somebody dissing your mother and your mother's kid like that? Like dissing your mother's kids, dead kids and shit like that? Would you want that? So I just wasn't feeling it. Plus I like FBG Duck. I always like that nigga music. I was never on that. I like Von too. You know what I'm saying? I was never on that. Oh, we not from 63rd, nigga. Ain't no 63rd. I mean, it's a 63rd Street in Northeast, but that's really 58 for real. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, like, I ain't never really been on that we not from 63rd. That's like the most dick ride shit ever. Like, because of Robert said that, like, we gotta say we not from 63rd. Like, fuck's wrong with 63rd? I don't know no nigga from 63rd. The fuck? So I just thought, I don't know. But make a long story short, Making a long story short, I just thought it was weird. So that's the one of the reasons why. That's the reason why Aunt like wants to come out and attack me, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all what really happened at the gas station. I was at Branch Avenue. I had made a long trip. You know what I'm saying? I made a long trip. I had to go out Philly for something real quick, and then I had to come back. I was on a 3 hour trip up Philly. Then I took a 3 hour trip back down. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired as shit. I'm talking about, and I was on for like 4 hours, 5 hours of sleep. So I drove up, drove down. I had to go get laundry. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of little dirty covers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to get a lot of dirty covers and shit or whatever. And like I couldn't just wash it at my laundromat at my place. So I was just like, all right, cool. I might just run to the laundromat, the 24-hour joint on Branch Avenue. Boom. Mind you, my shirt fucked up because I was driving and I spilled shit on my shirt. And like summertime wise, like me, I'm not like I'm 33 now. I don't really care about fashion too much. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, oh, you baggy ass, dingy ass shirt. One, I'm hold on, let me get to one thing. Like I don't like when I'm not going out nowhere, if I ain't going out partying, if I'm not going to an event, I'm not pressed to look fly or fashionable and shit like that. I'm literally just wearing something similar to pajamas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm wearing. Like you see right now, like I'm wearing something similar to pajamas. Like I ain't really trying to look fashionable. And them Yeezys like my throwaway Yeezys, I wear them all the time and shit. So it's like I wear those out on a regular day. I'm not out here to look fashionable and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This third. You know what I'm saying? Nigga called me down bad. And like, oh, this another thing. It was a little ass boy. It wasn't no grown man or no shit like that. Like, it wasn't no grown man and nothing like that. It was a little ass boy. I caught the little boy doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not little boy. He was like a teenager, like 15, 16. And I was at the gas station. I'm like, I didn't know he called me like on my phone right there. But like, I was getting gas. I was literally in and out. I don't really like going to them gas stations. They got like the where you can't open the drink, go inside and pay for this shit. But I literally just went inside, got my gas, put like 30, 40 on the tank, boom. Came back to the car, pumped my gas, and sat back in my car. I'm really brief when I go like to the gas station, but he called me in that moment, took that picture. Then next minute, this is when I knew it was like somebody was watching me. So long story short, I'm sitting like halfway in my car and shit like that. I'm looking, I just see this boy with a red iPhone, and then like he looked like he's recording me. I thought he was in like, but then he trying to act like he on FaceTime and he just like slightly, whatever. So all this shit about these inside mans and shit like that, ain't no motherfucking inside man, bro. Like, it's a bunch of motherfuckers that just be like, oh, if Aunt Glizzy got a beef with somebody, we gonna record it and get some clout. You know, he don't tag you and the shit, so it don't even matter. So he just wanted something to, so people can, you know, watch him and bid off, you know, a little weird shit like that, right? So cool, he called me. You know what's funny though? It was funny. I had a fresh pack of white tea. I always go to like the corner stores and shit, just either buy a black tea or a white tea. I always just buy them drinks real quick if I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, throw something on real quick. Like I keep it basic. I just keep jeans, black tea or white tea. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some 990s and shit like that. I always wear that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody be like, oh, why your body looking sloppy? Now, contrary to belief and people don't understand, I really lost like 60 pounds and shit like that. So I still got the gut and I still got like the man boobs and shit, but the rest of my body just slimmed down, so it's just more noticeable. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to explain and get into that shit, right? What I really want to get into though is, so basically, the reason why I got pissed off, and I didn't get pissed off about the picture. Like, I ain't keep posting videos and pictures of me and shit, whatever. Whatever. And like, I don't really be tripping about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't really give a fuck about that shit. But like, what I was mad about was the car that was in there. Like, the car was in there. The car was not mine. I'm not gonna get into detail who car it was, but it wasn't my car. Like, you know what I'm saying? I will openly admit and yeah, I drive a Kia Optima 2018 Kia Optima. Like, that's my car. You know what I'm saying? Um, that other car I got, that wasn't my car, and I was concerned for that person's safety at that moment. So if there's videos of me in my security uniform spazzing out, because he like on live keep talking about that shit and posting that video and shit like that, and quick like keep trying, like, you know what I'm saying, post the tags and shit like that. That wasn't my car, that was my people's car. And like, motherfuckers be having kids in the car and all type of shit. That's not my car. So everybody's like, oh, nobody be trying to target them because of the news, you bitch ass nigga, whatever. You know, like y'all just know the internet side, and then you don't know nobody's attention. You be like, a nigga might think, oh, in his head, like, oh, here's a news guy, all that promo money, he got that promo. Oh yeah, we about to rob his ass for that promo. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So I like to like keep that low key. And I was driving that person's car because that person's car was like a lot bigger than mine. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of trunk space, and I had a lot of like covers and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I spazzed out. You know what I'm saying? But usually that internet shit don't catch me out my element for real. Like that shit don't really phase me for real, because it's just like that's just what Ant do. But I mean, man, I don't know. Then like that's why I spazzed out. I was in the DMs talking crazy and shit like that. And I don't talk like that, but that's true though. Like I ain't on gangster time when boom boom boom, but I'm a man though. So at the end of the day, like if a motherfucker like post like your people shit or whatever, and like that address he posted on my live and shit like that, posted on his live and shit. That's my old address like 4 or 5 months ago. You know what I'm saying? It's a woman with kids in that joint now. You know what I'm saying? So would somebody try to kick the door down or do some wild goofy shit at that joint? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So like imagine if you do that shit like right there. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what can happen right there. You dealing with somebody, a whole nother person that's in there. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like that's the goofy shit the nigga do. So imagine somebody get hurt because over here you trying to make me the big. You know what I'm saying? What if that was my people? So like I ain't on gangster time. I ain't on no demon time. I don't be on no type of gangster time shit, right? But I'm just saying like, if that's my peoples or if that's somebody I'm close to and I heard to, yeah, I'm a deal about that. You know what I'm saying? It might be him, it might not be him. It might not be whoever's in the circle, it might not be somebody in the circle, but whoever has something I gotta do with that situation, I'm a deal about that. Like I ain't on no rah gangster shit, bro. I'm a man, bro. I don't be trying to like be all rah whatever. I'm just saying. So to say this, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem. Let Ant do him. I'm not gonna keep like going back and forth with him or the scam glizzy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave that nigga alone. Let him be. But at the same time, I just wanted to address the situation. No, I'm not biased towards Ant, but I don't kiss Ant ass either. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to address that. This is my last time addressing this shit. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with that man. I hope his platform grow. But at the same time, I had to make a clarification. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I got no back beef with Ant, but I'm not kissing that man ass. So, you know what I'm saying? I saw the little video he made, bit of the week, whatever, you know what I'm saying, this and third. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into explanations of, you know what I'm saying, the vehicle shit, whatever, but just let y'all know what's going on. Spoilers and news, we gone.